What is good, everyone? We're live, right? So let's get it. Footsie setup is on the way. We're not gonna waste any time. Get ready. Stand by. Stand by in a footsie. Stand by in a footsie. I'm buying footsie here. I'm in footsie longs right now. I'm buying footsie here. A little bit too early, but I'm in footsie longs. I am in footsie longs. Yeah. And the stop loss on this one should be 20 points. So A226. That's my stop loss. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys? I'll be right back. Guys, move that stop loss to break even. I was muted. Let's move that stop loss to break even. Stop loss to break even. Stop loss to break even. Let's see if we have a decent winner, right? I might want to be adding to this position. What is your entry? What is your entry? So my footsie position, stop loss is at break even. What is your short DAX entry? One of those days, right, footsie? Juicy setup. I'm taking profit here on the footsie. Close the footsie. A little bit too late. I wanted to get out at the high of this candle. Oh well. I'm out of the footsie. I'm out of the footsie. I'm out of the footsie. I wanted to get out at this high. Oh well. Actually, DAX looks interesting for the longs, my man. Yeah, it could break down lower. Yeah, it could. But this 15-minute candle has a lot of volume, so take that in consideration, okay? What they might do is recover, like close this 15-minute candle, recover up to here, and then keep on bouncing, keep on moving to the daily open, right? So keep in mind this level. I have a line, and yeah, I think DAX might be bouncing. Yeah, at this point, I'm not taking any positions, my guy. I'm not taking any positions, but I think they might recover down to here and then bounce. So, because this candle had a lot of volume. This candle had a lot of volume. Of course, it's an open candle, right? It's normal for them to have this amount of volume. So, you know, I'm not taking any positions, but just keep in mind that it makes a lot of sense for them to bounce a little bit more. As I said, daily open. So for them to get a rejection, this is interesting level over here. So from 319, around 319, 330, and 310, around these levels. This is interesting. I could have let the footsie run, right? Now when I look at it, sometimes I'm in the mood to let it run. Sometimes I just want to get out as quick as possible, right? So it still was a good footsie position either way. We're here to beat the market, right? Our job is to beat the market here. I would be a lot more bullish on a DAX if they went as low as here, right? But they wicked this low, not that low. So, but they're still bouncing, right? Like they're still bouncing. Yeah, profit is profit. Yes, sir. Not a perfect trade, right? Not a perfect trade, but you're right. Money's money. And DAX is moving higher. Yeah, it looks like a high sweep or whatever, but like we are in uptrend, right? We are in an uptrend. We're in a bull market. Yeah, they could push it down, of course. I'm not arguing with that. But the fact is that we are in a bull market, right? And they have this zone to recover, right? Like there is no overlap bars in this push down, right? So this is the zone for them to take the money, right? It would make sense for them to move up there. It would. So let's not forget that we are in a bull market, right? But yeah, it looks like a bearish pattern, right? Yeah, you can call it. Yeah, it looks like that. That's true. I'll just trade my setups on the DAX and all those. Like all I need is statistical edge and just trade it, right? Yeah, you can get small pullbacks. I'm just gonna trade like statistical edge that I have, right? I'm not gonna try to implement like I do know a lot of strategies and so on and so on, but after a few years you realize that just keep it fucking simple, man. Just keep it as simple as possible. Just do whatever works for you, right? And if this is the way you trade and it works for you, keep on doing it. But for me, it's just I know how statistical edge. I know where I should get in and what I should get out, where I should put my stop loss. If my strategy doesn't play out, oh well, on to the next one, right? And I'm not trying to complicate my mind thinking, okay, did they got enough money to move it down, or this is a bull market, and so on and so on. So I keep it simple as possible, right? Yeah, I do some kind of implementations of the market, Like I do have a bias or something, like it doesn't really matter because I have statistical edge and I'm gonna do that every single day because it's proven to work over time. And and that's it. And that's it. So 8 more minutes until the setup is on. But Senki Balls, you remember yesterday? Basically, I dare to say we, right? I dare to say we called the top on Dax, right? Over there at 75, if you remember that, right? So I dare to say we called the top on Dax yesterday. I dare to say that we called the top with Senki Balls at what 75 or 80. But original idea came from Senki Balls, so I just saw some levels over there. Okay, so Dax is still looking strong. Could this be a double top? Don't care. We'll see. Of course, this could have been a short, right? Over here. Because there are always buyers and sellers above and below prior bar lows or highs, right? So if you think this is a downtrend, this is your short, or yeah, probably this was your short, and then stop loss could be tight as hell. But yeah, I'm not taking those positions. I'm waiting for my statistical edge to come into place, and I'm a brain dead trader in a way, right? I know how to manage risk, and that's what I do. Entries, don't think about them. Just do whatever you have to do. On the US session, it's a little bit different because US session is trickier, right? It's harder to trade US session. So on the US session, we have to take into consideration that the strategy could give the opposite signal of what you're supposed to do. So, but on the EU session is pretty fucking easy. Yeah, I've been a little bit bullish when I saw this candle with a lot of volume, right? That's where they kind of bounced from 200 DMA if you wanna use them, if you wanna say that. So 200 DMA on 15-minute candle with a lot of volume that and swooping, if you wanna call that, like tested these lows, right? Decent amount of volume came in. That was a sharp move to the downside. I was like, okay, they could bounce, right? It did bounce, but right now we're coming to daily open, so that will be interesting, right? But it looks strong right now, so they still would need to recover some of this move. They would still need to recover some of it. So we have a minute and a half until our statistical edge is presented, and it would call for a long on a DAX over here. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm gonna take it. We'll see if we're gonna take it. So FTSE ran up. And we'll see. We'll see. Stand by in the DAX. I might want to be a buyer of a DAX. They had a decent bounce already, but I think I still want to be a buyer. Oof, that FTSE. Now I look like a dumbass, right? Taking that profit. Hey, if you're in risking too much, let it get hit. And now with the FTSE, I look like a dumbass, right? Bought right here. Fucking hell, FTSE. Wow. Wow. Fair play by FTSE. And for the DAX, I'll wait for them to break it a little bit better. So that was the daily open, right? That was one of our levels where we were looking for a rejection when we were talking about levels. So one of them was here, and then the other one was around here, right? So that's the daily open they are trying to reject from. Stand by on a FTSE for a short position. I'm short. I'm short in the FTSE. Oh, I just shorted the FTSE over here. I am in the FTSE shorts. I am in the FTSE shorts. I think I want to close the FTSE. Don't like it. Yeah, I'm closing the FTSE. I just closed the FTSE for basically nothing. I wanted to see a normal rejection. Didn't get it. Yeah, they are correlated. But FTSE has mind of its own, right? Like sometimes DAX can be ripping, doing whatever, and FTSE just doing the opposite or absolutely different stuff, right? So yeah, they should be correlated, but yeah, DAX could be driven by the DAX. DAX could be driven by the FTSE. It makes sense. It makes sense. Stand by in a DAX for longs. Or should we do the opposite? Mm-mm. So is the FTSE running up finally? Breaking from their daily time frame ranges, right? It looks like it. It looks like it. But it doesn't mean that they are not gonna retrace. Mm, DAX looks sketchy for longs. DAX looks sketchy now. DAX looks sketchy. Be careful of the longs on a DAX. Well, I didn't took it. I didn't took the long on a DAX. I didn't took the long on a DAX. It looks sketchy right now for me. Like the profit of how much I would be risking and how much I could gain is. I don't like that risk reward if you want to call it that way, right? Mm, I'm not in buys. I'm not in buys. It looks too sketchy for me. I'm not in buys. But I'm considering it. I'm considering going long. But it feels sketchy. Like daily open rejection and so on. Like profit potential for these longs, if they're not gonna push, like decent push, right, is a very limited. Is very limited, right? So we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. I didn't took the long. I should be long right now, but I didn't took the long, right? I'm still thinking about it. I need to see something that would indicate to me that. Oh, you took a shot right now. Um, I don't wanna. I don't wanna spill all the beans, right? I'm not gonna take the position. I had a good footsie trade. I'm not gonna try to risk it. I should be long on a DAX from here. Didn't took it. It was a little bit sketchy for me, right? I didn't wanna be here on these longs. I would love to share you my strategies and statistical edges, but it has to come with the price, right? Like, because I'm thinking to because I was taught by bankers, right? I was taught by people who are trading right there in a trading floor, trained by professionals and so on. And those guys, and not guys like one or two guys that I had as mentors, teach me the way how they trade, right? And to spill, and I paid money for that, right? And to spill those secrets absolutely for free, it just doesn't feel right for me, right? I would love to, like for the footy, okay, I can spill you my footy strategy, right? And it's gonna sound stupid simple, right? So footy's 5 minute bar, first 5 minute bar. What we do after the open, right? First 5 minute bar. What we do, if it's a red bar, we buy below it. If it's a green bar, we sell below it, and that's it. That's the whole strategy, right? And I have like five more or a little bit more of the strategies that I use with statistical edge. And you should use like 20 point stop loss, and you should target around 25 points in profit, and it has around 64% win rate with first bar negative, right? So you would be buying below first bar negative, and you should be expecting around 25 points in profit, and your risk should be around 20 points, and that's 64% win rate with the first bar negative. That's the statistical edge I'm talking about, right? And I spilled you some tea right now. I don't wanna spill everything I have, right? Because I'm thinking of, yeah, I know it sounds typical and so on, but I really wanna do a useful fucking course with statistical edges for people where they can, where I have PDFs for my strategies, right? And I would just break them down. I'm not gonna speak about psychological aspect of it because it's really important, and I'm not psychiatrist, I'm not psychologist to really help you know that. I'm a trader, right? And this is where I can help you, right? And but mindset of it all is really important. But I'm really technical with my positions, and I know exactly where to get in. I know exactly don't really know exactly where to get out, but I know exactly where to get in, right? And then the profit depends on you, right? So this is my footsie strategy that I use every single day, right? Uh, and uh, and tell me, would you be interested in a course, for example, right? I'm not gonna make it like crazy ass prices. I'm gonna make it approachable for everyone. I'm gonna do live, private live streams a little bit later on, because this is what I feel like I should do. Because I found a guy who has decent amount of following, right? We might be partners, right? Partnerships and so on. I would be his I'm mentoring him, and he would help me with the views and so on, getting more eyeballs, and I'm mentoring him. So I think we should start to monetize all of this, right? Well, I don't have any followers or anything, but the guy I'm mentoring has like 180K on TikTok, so that's decent amount, right? And I just really wanna like people would appreciate it more if they paid money for the information because right now I just told you my footsie strategy and probably you're not gonna use it all, but it's amazing and super simple and super stupid. It's just people ain't gonna value the information that I have if they're not gonna be if the information is not gonna be behind a paywall. And I don't need your money. Don't get me understand. Don't understand me wrong. I think I'm gonna do it really cheap, like I don't know, a few bucks, but it has to be behind a paywall so people would appreciate it more. You know. So that's my thoughts on the channel, right? Because this works for me too, right? If I pay for something, I value it more. Hey, give it a go. Like yesterday, let me walk you through yesterday, for example, on a footsie. First, first 5 minute bar. Wait. First 5 minute bar on the footsie was. You can look at yesterday's session was over here. We had a short over here, didn't get filled. What happened later on the day? It went below it and went down, right? This is the first bar on the footsie. First bar positive. What happens? You short below it. You have to have an offset, like of 1 point, or let's say 1 point offset, and you would be triggered to go short over here, right? And it gave you decent amount of points. Today, today it's obvious what happened, right? Even a even a brain dead could have made money here. Took it out like here. I'm not gonna speak about that, but it's pretty brain dead strategy, right? And you don't need to overcomplicate things. You just need to manage it. You'd have to manage your capital correctly. And I have few of those strategies like on the footsie, which are like super easy. You just need to manage it correctly, right? That's our job. Our job is to manage our capital, be protector of our capital. That's why it didn't took this long on a DAX because it looked sketchy for me, right? This was the zone of a daily open. This is what I was like, okay, maybe they're gonna stop around this zone. If you remember when we were here with this candle, it was bullish, right? I was like, okay, they might make a move up to the daily open or something. I don't want to preach that it happened exactly as I expected, but kind of did, right? It kind of did. So I will take credit for it, but I wouldn't pop the champagne bottle because I didn't exploit it. I didn't trade it, right? So I would be full of shit if I said like, man, I said that, did blah blah blah, and I didn't do shit about it, right? So I'm not gonna take credit for it. So me as being my capital protector, I didn't took long over here on the DAX. And yeah, I'm happy I didn't took it now. It's an option to go short over here, but it's also fucking risky, right? Like, of course, we are risk takers every single time with every single trade, but you have to filter out the ones that doesn't seem likely to have a good edge, right? Yes, the strategy in it of itself gives you an edge, right? But if you filter it out of your of your knowledge, you're gonna have a better edge, right? It makes sense, right? So I don't know if I wanna trade the DAX. Maybe later on a day, like in an hour, I have another setup. So I didn't trade it this one. I traded the FTSE, gave me decent amount of profits. Like could have been a lot better, right? But why I'm not why I don't want to go short on the DAX right here, because this would be a prior bar low, and what we know about prior bar lows, that there are always buyers sitting below prior bar lows. So it would make more sense to buy the DAX over here. But I might take a shot. I need to see a flush down. I will need to see a lot of volume. I need to see it breaking down solidly, you know, and then I might take a short. Close the short. Okay, that's yeah. I'm thinking about entering a short. Hit it this low, but it would make more sense to be a buyer. So we'll see. First of all, we need to see that level coming into play. Yeah, play always from the safe side. His oh, mm, yeah. I mean, if your risk was not like if your risk management was okay, you should be good, right? I think I'm not gonna trade it. It looks sketchy for me. It looks. I think I'm not gonna trade it. We have some kind of holiday in the U.S. I think we have some kind of holiday in the U.S. Like I don't know, some weird ass, not the holiday. Like I read it yesterday, but I don't see anything that would suggest it's true. So maybe misinformation. And with the strategy that I said with the FTSE, right, you have to give it time to show its worth, right? It's not like you're gonna have one or two trades and then ditch it, right? You have to give 100 trades. So basically 100 days until you say, okay, it maybe doesn't work. And if you're gonna give it 1 or 2 days, obviously you won't see the statistical edge coming through fruition, right? Let me show you my trading view chart. Let me show you my trading view chart. Look, you see how they recovered this vector candle, right? And it just bounced basically to the T. That was daily open. So right now I'm starting to see that more like really often when they recover these vectors, they like to bounce from them, right? Either the low or the start of the candle, right? Yeah. So that's what I wanted to show you. Like the bounce, like this bounce was not random. They recovered this vector over here and then bounced. So that's something too. You long in the DAX? Don't overtrade, my man. Don't overtrade. Like it feels a little bit rangy. It feels a little bit like it's ranging. I think I'm not gonna trade it. I will trade my next setup. I think that's me done. I made money on a FTSE, right? And you have to be really careful of your positions, right? You have to be strict with them and so on. I'm not gonna take any positions on a DAX right now. It feels, look, inside bar, right? Doesn't look good. Why would you trade it, right? If you ain't in longs from this point somewhere, right? And going long here, why they cannot reverse it, right? Just, I would love to fucking share my statistical edge, but like, be careful, okay? Be careful. It looks like it might be ranging, So that being said, that's me done. We made money on the FTSE. Happy days, right? I'll see you tomorrow. Today, this US session, EU session, I'm done. I'll wait for my next setup. Might update you on a Discord. Might not, right? I will trade it most likely, but I might forget to update you. So depends on the price movement, right? If I'm able to update you, I will update you. If I cannot, I won't, right? So that's me done for this EU session. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you caught the FTSE position, right? Now you have my strategy on FTSE, right? I spilled some beans for you. I didn't want to, but you are here. You're keeping the spirits up, right? So I'll thank you, and here you go. Have a statistical edge. 64%. I could show you my PDF about this strategy. I have a 1 hour video recorded just about this strategy on a FTSE with examples and so on. But yeah, good day, right? Good session. And that's me done. Take care. Happy days. All the best. All the love. Thank you for tuning in here. Sinky balls. I'll see you probably tomorrow, right? And we're gonna trade that FTSE together. Okay. Peace out. All the best. All the love. See you on the US session. We'll see if we're gonna trade it because I heard that there is some kind of random ass holiday in the US, so we might be down liquidity. But peace out. Take care. Good session. Made money, right? Look at that FTSE ran up. Crazy. DAX, we didn't took longs over here. Looked sketchy. Was thinking about buying over here. Did not see the opportunity. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see. Oh, one more thing. Would you be interested in the course that I said, right? Would you be interested in a course? It will be cheap. I don't need your money, right? I don't need your money. But I want to give to people my statistical edges because yeah, you would be okay because they would be from the bankers. Basically, what the banks and hedge funds trade. These are the strategies that I use because I learned from the bankers, basically from moles who are not even a human being sometimes, right? But yeah, okay. So I'll be working on the course. I have my PDF files ready. I'll just need to record them and explain them, right? So thank you for tuning in. That's me done. Lovely. We made money, right? Stay safe, protect your capital. You are the bodyguard of your capital. Don't forget that. Don't forget that you are a bodyguard of your capital. That's me done. Peace out.